Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Excellency Prime Minister Dr. Najib, the people of Maldives and I are greatly honored by your presence here with us today. Your state visit is reflective of the special and unique nature of our fraternal ties and serves to emphasize the importance you and your government attaches to the preservation and strengthening of the bonds of friendship and understanding that our two countries continue to enjoy. Ladies and gentlemen, members of the media, Prime Minister Dr. Najib and I just finished our talks covering a multitude of areas including bilateral, regional, and international issues of mutual interest to both our countries. During our discussions as two peace-loving Islamic nations, we agreed to increase our collaborative efforts to strengthen the solidarity of the Muslim Ummah and promote the true values of Islam internationally. In particular, we discussed the situation in Palestine as well as the dire plight of the Rohingya Muslims and agreed to collaborate more closely on these issues. We concluded 4 cooperation MOUs covering such key areas as education, health, culture, and civil defense, aimed at enhancing our relations even further. In the area of economic cooperation, I thank Prime Minister Dato' Najib for the invaluable contributions by Malaysia in the socio-economic development of Maldives over the years, and expressed our wish to see investors from Malaysia seize the available opportunities in Maldives. We agreed to set up an appropriate mechanism that will promote business, trade, and investment cooperation, as well as enhancing collaboration between our private sectors. As youth development is a key priority of my government, I discussed with the Prime Minister the need for youth exchanges, especially in the area of sports, and we agreed to collaborate closely in empowering youth. Over the years, Maldives has benefited immensely from the excellent educational opportunities available in Malaysia, and Malaysia's contribution to human resource development in Maldives has been remarkable. The MOU we just signed on higher education will further enhance our higher education opportunities for our students. As our two countries are well-known tourism destinations, we discussed the potential for win-win cooperation in the area of tourism and hospitality, and agreed to work closely in this area. Maldives and Malaysia have been collaborating closely in addressing global issues. Malaysia has been a reliable, consistent, and a strong supporter of Maldives. Prime Minister and I discussed key international issues of mutual concern and decided to cooperate more closely at the United Nations. We exchanged views on the critical issues of climate change and sustainable development and agreed to work closely to implement the commitments we have undertaken in Paris in 2015. I assured the Prime Minister our firm commitment and resolve to exert our leadership on these issues as Chair of AOSIS. The Prime Minister and I also discussed issues relating to terrorism, violent extremism, and radicalization, and we unequivocally agreed to redouble our joint efforts to combat this menace that threatens the world. Mr. Prime Minister, our talks today signify the commitment of the two countries to further enhance and consolidate our traditional brotherly relations. Excellency, thank you once again for undertaking this state visit to the Maldives.